My name is Neri Fatorini and I work as a data analyst at BASt. The reason why long-term consequences has been underrepresented in the last decades is mainly due to the fact that research focused on decreasing the number of fatalities deriving from road traffic crashes, and also, for example, assessing injury severity. So there was also a lack of scales to evaluate the physical, psychological consequences of road traffic crashes, but also to evaluate in general quality of life. There is also a more practical reason related with the study design, for example. In some cases, 6 months or 12 months follow-up period is way too short to assess the long-term consequences of certain injuries. And also because of a methodological problem, because in some cases there are studies which are retrospective, or the recruitment is delayed recruitment, delayed enrollment. So, for example, the two methods can lead to selection bias, for example, in which you discard some victims of crashes just because maybe they recovered more quickly than others. Or, for example, you can encounter the so-called recall bias, in which people are describing their own health status before the crash, and they are not giving actual, correct description. There are also problems, for example, related with the poorer countries, in which people just don't go to the hospital, or people simply don't have the same healthcare system of other more richer countries, for example, and this obviously doesn't reflect the scenario in which the real scenario in the world. This is why also research in the last years has started to shift the focus, instead of the fatalities and severity, also to the permanent disability or disability in general. Because we have seen also that lower severities of injury can cause serious long-term consequences.
I am George Yannis, professor on road safety at the National Technical University of Athens, Greece. Long-term consequences impact society much more than we think. It is a silent but high burden, often hidden at home or at hospitals. Individuals' physical health, mental well-being and quality of life are deteriorated for years, if not forever. Healthcare systems bear the high burden of prolonged treatments, rehabilitation and support services, and of course the related costs. And the society is missing the active contribution of these valuable people, both to the social life and to the economy. In the IMPROVA project, we attempt to identify and measure properly all these physical and psychological long-term consequences, so we can better design and implement targeted prevention and mitigation policies and programs throughout Europe.